Alright, we're going to talk about independent and dependent variables. And we talked previously about inputs and outputs. And in most cases, your input is going to be your independent. And then your output is going to be your dependent. So, and usually your input is your x and your output is your y. So the reason that is because whatever you put in to your function is your output's going to depend on what you put in for your input. So let's look at a function here. So say we had y equals 2x plus 3. So whatever I input into this formula, so let's say I input 5. So we have y equals 2 times 5 plus 3. You didn't have to add the parentheses there, I just added them for some reason. Order of operations tells you to do multiplication first anyways. So we're going to do 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. So my independent variable there was 5 because I just chose to put 5 in there. I could have put a 4, I could put a negative 5, I could put any number in there. But whatever number I put in there is going to tell me what my output is. That is why my output is dependent on my input. Alright, so how many calories I burn running m miles. So c and m are my variables. So I need to figure out which one's dependent on which. So every morning I get up and I run. I can choose how many miles I run. What I can't choose is how many calories I burn running a mile. My body does that for me. There's nothing I can do to change how many calories I burn running a mile. I can change, different factors of running, but how my body actually burns its calories, there's nothing I can do about that. So, since I can change how many miles I run each morning, m, or miles, would be my independent, and then calories, c, would be dependent. The number of calories I burn depends on how many miles I run. If I only run 1 mile, burn about 110 calories. If I run 10 miles, I'm going to burn about 1100 calories. So that's a way you can think of independent and dependent variables. Alright, and just let's review a couple functions here. So I have the function y equals x divided by 3 plus 2. And I need to fill in a function table. So, and I'm going to give you the values to use. So let's say we have negative 6, 0, 3, and 6. So then you just put each one of these numbers into your formula. So I have negative 6 divided by 3 plus 2. So negative 6 divided by 3 is going to be a negative 2. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Then I do 0. So 0 divided by 3 plus 2. 0 divided by 3 is still 0, plus 2 is 2. Then I do 3. 3 divided by 3 plus 2. 3 divided by 3 is 1, plus 2 is 3. And last one, 6 divided by 3 plus 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2, plus 2 is 4. Alright, we'll do one more. And this is what I finished off my last video with, so we're going to do another one of these just so you see it again. And we need to write our function. And remember, to write a function is going to be your change in y over your change in x. And that gets paired with whatever your x is, or your independent variable. So first let's find my changes here. So 12 to 8 is minus 4. 8 to 0 is minus 8. 0 to negative 12 is minus 12. Do the same thing here. So 8 to 6 is minus 2, 6 to 2 is minus 4, 2 to negative 4 is minus 6. So it doesn't matter which pair I choose, but I want to try more than one. So first I'm going to do the first one, negative 4 and negative 2. So it's going to be negative 4 divided by negative 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and negative divided by negative is positive. So that would just be 2. So let's try one more. Let's do the last one here. Negative 12 and 6. So negative 12 divided by negative 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Negative divided by negative is positive. So the 2 is what I put with my x. So y equals 2x. And then I just pick any pair. Looking at these, this 2, 0 would probably be my easiest one. And I put that 2 in for my x. Well, 2 times 2, actually I should put the 0 in for my y because I know my output. So I got 0 equals 2 times 2 is 4. Well, 4 doesn't equal 0, so I have to figure out what can I add or subtract to 4 to make it equal to 0. Well, if I take away 4, I'm going to get 0 equals 0, which is a true statement. So my function is y equals 2x minus 4. And just to test it, I can do 2 times 8 is 16. 16 minus 4 is 12. That one works. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12. So it worked for all the values, so I know my function is correct there.